Hi, I'm Adrienne, the owner of Performance High, and this is Justin Long, our artist development and songwriting coach. And we just thought we'd have a little conversation about the songwriting class, which we've run several times now. We've got 2 more sessions launching this next time as I record this video. So let's talk about what is in the songwriting class. How do you learn to write a song?
Yeah.
Don't they just come out of like where songs come from?
Well, gosh, how would I answer that question? No, you can definitely learn how to write. And in fact, everybody one way or another learns how to write songs. There's no magic. You know how to do it or you don't. Really, we start with the basics of what a song is, how it's put together, what parts make up a song. Because, notes and words for 3 or 4 minutes doesn't necessarily make a song. So that's the first thing we tackle is just like, what even is a song? We make sure everybody has the same language for things, the same words for bridge, chorus.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about what makes a chorus a chorus. Why is it a chorus? What's different from a verse? All those things.
I would interject here. We had a student in the last class who was a music major at school, and she took songwriting. Her comment was that you are much more open to all kinds of genres and all kinds of songs.
Right.
So, when we talk about what makes a song, and Justin talks about verses, choruses, bridges, it doesn't mean that he's trying to get everyone to write Nashville style songs.
No, not
radio
at all.
style
Thank
songs.
you in the material we go through when we're talking about song parts, we do listen to some country and we're listening to pop and we're showing examples from everything from Adele to Guns N' Roses and even indie stuff that is actually what I like the most. It's definitely not genre dependent. Everybody's got a different thing that they're trying to do, that they're trying to say, and that,
So what else did they learn? So you start with having the common language, knowing what a song is.
Knowing what a song is. Then we work into a lot of working on how to have ideas, how to have more ideas. So that's a lot of exercises to like kickstart ideas, pull ideas out of other things. We also are continually talking every class about ideas to trick songs into happening, I guess would be. Trick yourself into writing, I guess would be a way to say it. And I feel that's really important because so many of us now just don't have that much time. You don't have time to sit around 4 hours a day trying to write. So that's the other thing we do work on is I wouldn't call it music theory, but it's definitely having you understand how songs fit together harmonically, meaning the notes and chords. And then also a lot of strategies for how to make up music, how to edit your music, how to make your music better, how to figure out what chords go with what chords. And I go through all that in a way that's all designed. A lot of this is designed over making you a faster songwriter. I often say to people, like, if I can make you a faster songwriter, I can make you a better songwriter.
Right.
The less you get stuck, the better you're going to be. The more ideas you're going to get out, the quicker you're going to get them. You're going to get ideas out before the fire dies on them. That's another thing that happens to so many people.
Yeah.
So we work on a lot of things, making sure that trying to give people tools that they can use to get unstuck, to get new ideas, to find that next chord, to figure out what goes together musically.
Right.
And then the final part of it really is talking about how to edit, because great songs are written in editing. Like every once in a while we get lucky and write one just like that, but really great songs are mostly written by working on them and working on them and working on them and making them better and better and better. So we talk about a lot of editing tools, literary devices that we can use to pump up our lyrics. I was having this conversation the other day where you can almost look at words on a page and tell like an amateur songwriter from a pro songwriter, because the amateur songwriter, the stuff will be much more plain and it won't have any of those cool literary devices, or it won't be real pumped up and powerful and have that
dense and like every word counts.
Every word counts, and certain words mean like, oh, that one word means 100 words that don't need to be said because they chose that word. And the amateur songwriter will often not have any of that. It'll just say stuff very plainly. I was upset and so I cried. Which is fine. And a lot of the difference is not a talent thing. It's that a lot of amateur songwriters write it that first time and it basically says something, and so they go, oh, okay, that's done. But what you learn with better songwriters is they're going, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm going to keep reworking it, keep adding literary devices and tricks and colors and images and
you have resources of like examples of all these literary tricks.
There's examples of
and
all those
melodic patterns.
Right, melodic patterns.
You look a lot at existing songs and break them apart to kind of analyze like what makes them songs that we like.
Right. And I think that's a lot of how we learn is by looking at what other great songwriters have done and going like, what is great about that? We all agree that it's great. What makes it great, and how can we use that?
I want to do that
in our songs.
My favorite songs have come out of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll play another song in the background while I'm writing my song.
Yeah, because
like
it is some workshops, so everybody shares songs. Everybody who wants to shares songs, and then gets feedback from the other people in class. So we spend about half the time going through material, and I have pages, so you're not going to have to take notes. This is all written out. Sort of getting almost to book length at this point, I think.
The materials?
Yeah. But then we spend the other hour listening to each other's songs and sometimes suggesting things to improve. Every class, I give an assignment to go home and write a song for the next class, use this thing to get your idea, use this parameter to kind of narrow things down. So there's definitely a lot of structure in writing. Like you're going to be writing songs in this class. It's not just sitting and paying attention to the materials.
Right.
Although if you wanted to and you didn't want to share any of your thoughts and feelings, you could totally just come, learn, listen to other people's songs, give feedback on their songs, and learn from doing that. You don't have to write, and you certainly don't have to share if it's just personal and you don't want to.
Is there anybody that this class is not for? And then who is this class for?
Well, I know some people who have not started writing other than maybe lyrics and may not play an instrument have absolutely loved the class.
Oh, cool.
Because it is a lot about lyric writing, and then it is a lot about how do we actually put a melody together? How do we put music together? So I think it is for those people as well.
Then we had someone, well, like we said, we mentioned she wrote one of her favorite songs ever. She's a music major. And
She graduated with a music.
She
graduated with a songwriting degree.
She graduated with a songwriting degree?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then she said she wrote her best
song
in this
the
class.
Yeah.
So that's, fairly advanced. I think this is one of those classes that kind of anybody
can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just absolutely haven't figured out what even kind of music you like or want to make, that's maybe it's a little advanced. But if you're already even writing just lyrics, or even if your stuff you like is all over the map, because we've country, we've had rap artists, we've had pop artists, hard rock, indie singer-songwriter, real weird indie singer-songwriter stuff. We've had everything in there. So yeah, I mean, kind of for everybody.
Pretty much. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
If you've got an idea that you want to put into song form.
That's it. If you've even got an idea.
Or maybe if you don't have ideas because you're good at helping people come up with ideas.
That's true. We do a lot of figuring out how do we find stuff to write about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, anything else?
No, I think that's it. If you do have any questions or thoughts, it would be more than okay to get in touch and we could talk about that. Just get in touch with Kelly, and I'm sure she could set it up.
Yeah. Or meet and greet.
Yeah, I always forget the meet and greet. There's a meet and greet before every semester. So if you wanted to come actually meet me and hang out, it will be on this page. It will say probably.
Yeah, it'll be on every class page. And then it's also online. So if you can't make it here to Denver, you can just, it'll be live streamed and you can ask questions.
You can ask questions from home and we can talk about whatever.
Cool.
Okay, thanks so much.